Hey everybody, today I just wanted to do a quick unboxing and a little show and tell of the ALG Defense M-LOK rail that I've just purchased to swap out onto my AR pistol. This is going to be the 12-inch rail. It's their version 2 of their M-LOK system, and just do a quick unboxing here and show you the rail, and then show you how it looks on a 10.5-inch AR pistol, so you can get an idea of how it might look on your build. So anyway, without further ado, let's open up the box. Already cut her open. Put all the stuff that I need in there. Okay, show you that in a minute. Okay, that was a quick edit for the cat coming in. Anyway, open up the rail here. Okay, so we got ALG Defense. There's the part number. Again, this is the 12-inch M-LOK. This is their EMR rail, ergonomic modular rail. This is the M-LOK version, and it's their second version of the M-LOK. Their first version that they did of M-LOK, they used their own. I mean, it was M-LOK, but they were calling it something different, like T-LOK or T-Nut or something. And this one conforms a little bit better to the open standard of M-LOK. And the reason it's different is because their original design, instead of being flat on these surfaces where the M-LOK rails are going to attach, they were slightly rounded, and therefore kind of like it still is on the top here. You can see the contrast there. You can see it's slightly rounded. It's not exactly flat. So the open standard of M-LOK wasn't going to fit. You couldn't just go buy some Magpul parts or whoever else makes M-LOK rails or M-LOK parts and put them on their first version of the M-LOK rail, because it wasn't going to fit since it was slightly rounded. You had to get the M-LOK rails from ALG Defense. They'd be great pieces, well made, everything, you know, even it's good value. This is a great value, but you could only get them from ALG Defense. So now they came out with this version 2, and the difference being they've made them flat, so it conforms to the M-LOK standard. So there's your barrel nut inside there. I haven't disassembled this yet. So you get 6 Allen head screws that will attach the rail to the barrel nut. So at any time you can take the rail off for cleaning the gun, cleaning the barrel, cleaning or replacing or adjusting your gas system, but the barrel nut will stay clocked onto your upper receiver, and you don't have to take that off if you don't want to. So let's also look what else comes here in the box. You get your shim kit, the Allen key, and the special wrench, right? So you don't necessarily have to torque it during install, because they provide this special wrench, and you can see the notches there at the top. When you're installing it, which I'm not going to be able to do the installation, there's other videos that show installation, of course. It's going to line up when you initially, you know, torque it, or not torque it, but crank it down as tight as you can with your hand, and then you place the tool on it as they describe. It's going to line up with one of these marks. And what you eventually want to do is you're going to want to add shims. There's quite a few shims in here. You're going to add shims to the back of the barrel nut before the final tightening, just to make it clock correctly. I mean, they're very thin, but there's quite a few in there. I don't know, 6, 7, 8, something like that. So depending on which one of these lines up with the middle of the upper receiver, that'll tell you how many shims or which shims you have to add. And then when you finally get the proper number of shims on there, then when you tighten it down, you'll get this larger flat piece to line up with the exact middle of the upper receiver, the flat part. So it's pretty cool. You don't have to have a torque wrench to do that. you do have to have something to securely hold your upper receiver while you are basically torquing this barrel nut down. So I still got to get a vise so I can do the installation. But let me take this apart and show you the pieces a little bit more. Okay, so here it is disassembled. Here's what you get as the basic EMR M-LOK version. Again, this is 12 inches in black, comes in an FDE color, a gray color, and also their ALG purple. In addition to the black, there's the barrel nut. There's your 6 hex screws that are going to go into the barrel nut there once you've got it attached to the upper receiver. Here's your hex key and your shims. Okay, so what's going to happen, if you notice on the top, it's just more M-LOK section, and it's that slightly curved M-LOK section there. So some people don't want to run, especially on a pistol, they don't want to run backup sights. I'm just going to use a red dot or something. But if you did want to run backup sights, what you're going to need is their specific co-witness upper rail section. Okay, so again, you can put that anywhere you want on this top of the rail, okay, because it's slightly curved and it runs all the way down there. So let's go ahead and try to put that on real quick. So this is an additional cost to the rail. It's only $20. The rail itself is $110. So $20 for the extra section of rail for the co-witness piece. And from ALG, it's all free shipping. So that's something really cool that they do. And again, so here you're going to get the rail section and another Allen key. It's probably the same size as, yeah, looks like it. Same size as the initial one for removing the 6 nuts that hold on. Well, I guess these are little screws, actually, not nuts, but hold on the barrel nut. So anyway, you want to twist these parallel and then slide them in to the rail where you want them, and that can rock backwards there, or that little center section is kind of catching right there. So if you want it a little farther forward, there we go. Now we're in. Okay, just give them a little turn. Tight. Tight. Cool. There you go. On there. And I mean, honestly, if you're trying to save weight, you don't want everything all railed up. You just want a place to mount your forward backup sight. That's it. So let me go ahead and put this, slide the barrel nut in. One thing I was curious about is the weight. So I'll bring in this little digital scale here. And okay, it's ready to go. So we'll put that on there. We're going to put way more shims than we're actually going to use, and all 6 nuts. Okay, and we're at 10.4 ounces. I don't believe that that was shown on the spec sheet at the ALG website. Okay, so I've got that up here on my Nexus 7 pad. Okay, so I'm on the ALG website. So it shows you right now, as of today, this is February 15th, day after Valentine's Day. The 12-inch in black is going for 110. Go ahead and load that up. Okay. So see, there you go. That's what you get. 110 gives you the specs on it. 1.46 inner diameter, 1.75 outer diameter. I'm going to be using a crink style. You know, looks like the Noveski Flaming Pig. Not not really even a flash hider, but just the muzzle device is going to be one of those. So you go down here to additional info, and it doesn't show a weight anywhere, and weight right there says to be determined. So that's why we're doing this. It is 10.4 with all the stuff that you're going to be using, not including any additional M-LOK rail sections that you buy. Okay, and I did just want to point out, there's the co-witness piece that you're going to need to buy if you want to be able to mount any type of device, whether it's backup sites or anything else on the top of the rail. Okay, and so that's 20 bucks, and it does say you can order it today on the 15th, add to cart. So for a long time these things were out of stock as they made more and switched over to the version 2. It looks like they're going to be coming out with a version 3 here pretty soon, because from what I've seen at SHOT Show, they're going to make a new rail that kind of has some pick section molded or milled out up here at the front and at the rear where it's going to meet your receiver. So that's how that's going. Let me put it up together on my upper receiver and kind of give you an idea of what it's going to look like all finished. Okay, so I'm just going to throw this together real quick and do a quick little mock-up so you can kind of get an idea of what this collection of parts is going to look like, because this look is getting to be kind of popular. So what we have here is a 10.5 inch Aero Precision barrel, okay, and an Aero Precision stripped upper. Okay, so put those together. Here's your barrel nut. Came with the rail. Okay, obviously one side's threaded, one side's not. So threads to threads. Okay, just get that down snugly there, and then yeah, we can do that. Let's go ahead and put the brake on. Okay, right, so there you go. And we'll just slide this guy on real easy. No gas system here. I know I'm doing things out of order, but there's no gas system to worry about. Alright, so there you go. Here's how that's going to look. This look is pretty popular right now. As you can see, we're not touching. We got a little bit of clearance all around there. So it still is free float. Okay, one thing I didn't mention, you got a couple of milled in quick release points, non-rotational, so that'd be cool. But anyway, this look with the Flaming Pig style muzzle device on there, this gives you an idea of a 12.5 inch, 12 inch rail, 10.5 inch barrel, and this kind of Flash-Can muzzle device. I don't know, I'd say we got half, 3/4, maybe a full inch of muzzle device sticking out there. Okay, so look at that there. It's gives you a good idea of how that measures up. So that's the ALG Defense EMR M-LOK Rail. This is again a 12 inch. Goes for $110 as of today, February 15th, on ALG Defense's website. The co-witness rail is another $20, so you're looking at $130 shipped to your door. It is one of the best deals on the market. All right. If you have any questions that I might be able to answer, then please go ahead and leave a comment. And please give me a thumbs up, like the video, and subscribe. I'm going to try to be doing more of these type of videos. Thanks very much.